Welcome back! You are listening to the video recording of a live episode. To catch our shows live, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to us. This will keep you up to date on our schedule and any changes that occur. All our stream info and links are in the description below and at links.chaoticallybalanced.com. You can also support us on Ko-fi by going to chaoticallybalanced.com/support and get access to exclusive content and our Discord community perks. Alright, enough of that. Let's dive into the adventure. Welcome, adventurers. This is part 2 of a live-streamed episode. To get immediate access to our full episodes, please visit chaoticallybalanced.com/support or links.chaoticallybalanced.com. Thanks. We'll see you on the next one. Okay, we are back. We left off with our investigators having some revealing and tense conversations between each other and with Headmaster Grawl. Not Headmaster Grawl, believe it's Beastmaster Grawl. Let me get that right. No, Huntmaster Grawl. Sorry, not Headmaster. Huntmaster Grawl. They had learned some things about each other, learned some things about their past, but unfortunately had not learned anything new about their present, other than that the world is more fucked than maybe they realized. However, we are now going to the lobby area where apparently Joaquim's father is waiting, Mr. Valen Sue. So you are being led down to the lobby area. Is there anything you would like to do or discuss? Either amongst yourselves or with Huntmaster Grawl.
So I guess we learned that Deedle actually saved Ynor. So Joaquim would kind of just look at Deedle and give her a pat on the back and say, "Thank you."
I'll nod and say, "You're welcome."
You did also learn that Deedle is potentially being watched at all times. It is uncertain whether that is actually the case, but the uncertainty is what is worse than knowing versus not knowing.
Yep. He doesn't say anything regarding that, but he does remember that.
Okay. The guild hall is massive. There are various corridors and hallways going off in different directions. There are people walking to and fro. You see, like, the front desk has a line. There's this big central desk at the front coming in with the entrance doors open, people coming in and leaving. And then you have, like, at the top of the stairs behind you, the entrance to the library, which is where Haida spends most of her time, as Ynor and Joaquim, you both would know. Walking down the steps, you do see this imposing isn't the right word. This distinguished gentleman, about the same height as Joaquim, maybe a little shorter. Human, looks to be in his mid-50s. Oh, my son! You have returned!
I look. I give a quick glance to the rest of the group. I nod at Yenor, and then I look down at Lala, and I just kind of shoot her that glare that a parent gives their child. Where it's like, be on your best behavior. And then I look back at my father, and just like with the nicest look possible. It's like, Father, good to see you.
Come here! And he holds out his hand for a sturdy handshake.
Yep.
And then
Lala,
he pulls you in for the back pat.
Lala is going to run up ahead of him faster than Joaquin and just throw her arms around his waist and hug him.
Hug who?
Who are you hugging?
Mr. Shu! I've been very excited to meet Mr. Shu.
Ah, yes. Hello. Who are you?
Apologies, Father. This is Lala. She's Yenor is actually going to.
She's not one of yours, is she?
What?
Yes.
This? No, Father, please. She has none of the, and he just kind of gestures to his whole face, like none of this, and like I guess I'll minor illusion some Bishi sparkles around me.
Grandpapa?
Oh, there you go with the Olympics again.
Apologies, Father. The child is actually mentally disturbed, but we actually look after her due to again, Yenor. Yenor? This one again?
I got it from my father.
She did. Poor child, whoever her parents are. Again, this is an example of us doing good charitable work, right, Father?
Actually, sir, she's mine and Joaquim's.
Wait.
See, now I know you're messing with me. Now I'm aware of the joke that is occurring here. Regardless, it is very nice to meet you, young. And he waits for a name.
Lala.
Young Lala. It is very nice to meet you.
I'm very glad you're alive.
And he kind of gives you a pat. He goes to give you a pat on the back. They pause for a second. What made you think I was dead?
Oh yeah. There was. Do you remember that guy? He's not a really good captain.
He hasn't reported into work for like a month.
Yeah, we found the boat he was in charge of. It's not good. It's in the Zatha port.
No, wrong port. Keurig.
Oh, I'm sorry. Apologies. We towed it into the port of Keurig.
Such a tragedy that happened there. Such a tragedy.
But we've also been through some stuff too. I mean, how have you been? We've actually been worried about you. I've been worried about you.
What made you worry about your old man?
Well, I get there was some paperwork that kind of, I guess it was clearly forged, but it did make things look pretty good. Do we still have that paperwork? Does Lala have that paperwork? Or
No, the paperwork was left on your ship.
okay. Yeah.
A lot of the things you had were left on that ship, including most of your payment up until this point.
Yeah. The best thing I can tell you, Father, is that as soon as we get back to Keurig, we can get I can show you everything.
Young Yenor,
Yeah.
can you decipher what he is telling me?
We found a ship of yours.
Uh-huh.
As he said, we towed it in.
Uh-huh.
On the ship, there was paperwork that said you were on the ship. And when we found the ship, there was a lot of blood and a lot of other things. And so naturally, it looked like you had died on the boat.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I'm 99% sure it was forged, though, because you were here and not dead on the boat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Joaquin Minor Illusions. Ding, 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 ding. You are correct.
Was there anyone dead on my boat?
I'm going to glance at Teetle. I forget. Was there a body or was it just blood?
I don't remember.
It was, in fact, just blood.
Okay.
There were guards' bodies on it, but not like the captain of that ship's body. Such a tragedy. Well, I guess we won't be paying him this month's payroll then. And he kind of slaps you on the back, Joaquin.
Yes, father, with the jokes of death. Yeah.
We have been worried about you.
Well, I mean, you heard what happened. We were on an airship. We fought some crazy monster.
We didn't hear about you going on an airship.
Sorry,
The
I
last thing we heard was you were being hired by Ynor for an official job. That's the last thing your mother and I heard.
Oh.
And then done. Nothing for almost 2 weeks now.
And
You
then
were
he
supposed
looked.
to go out with her on that job and then come back.
The job
It would be my bad, sir.
You don't have to sir me.
Well, I mean, Nora's family. She knows that. She's just always respectful. You know this. But the job became a thing, and the thing became another thing. And Nora, can you help out here?
Is that where your 3 friends here came from?
Yes, I found them.
It's a little bit more than that, right?
How?
I was adopted.
You were not adopted.
She was adopted. She is
There's
mine.
she.
And yours.
So we are legally responsible for these individuals to make sure that. What was it again?
Technically, Ynor is listed as their supervisor as per the Onyx Accord.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. This is all on her, and he just minor illusions a big finger pointing right at Ynor. Ynor is playing mommy to these ones.
Huntmaster Grawl kind of clears his throat behind you all. I did say under the supervision of Investigator Greybreeze. However, Captain Sue, since you are still officially under the payroll of the Onyx Accord for this mission that has been sanctioned after the fact, they are also your responsibility.
And he just kind of looks at him and gives him like a big fake mean smile and just says, "Thank you for that clarification."
That also makes them Sue Sailing's responsibility. Hence why your father is here.
And then he kind of looks.
Ah, yes. Speaking of Sue Sailing, where's my ship?
Keurig.
Yeah.
Probably on fire. thinking of it now.
I mean, Kirag's not in the greatest state, right?
Now, I did say I would help you, Captain Sue, Huntmaster said. Mr. Sue, they were on an official mission for the Onyx Accord and in alliance with the Arlegian tribes were doing official government business. We can cover the cost for a new ship of that design and supply the resources that you may need to replace it.
Speaking of, at a minimum, we do have to go back and try to find the wreckage. If there is any, we left a lot of important things on it because we were supposed to be able to go back.
Well, I can tell you that the docks did not get taken out with the airship. The airship fell over the center of the city. Civilians got taken out. The government quarter got taken out.
That is a shame.
The docks should be fine as long as the pirates haven't overrun the defenses yet.
That is a shame. Speaking of, Babin should also be there.
Are you all suggesting we go back there now?
No, you guys need to come over to our house for dinner.
I mean, of course, Dad, but things are happening, and we're becoming important people, I guess.
You were important before this.
Well, more important. And he gives a big smoke smirk.
We could rescue our friend and then come over in a day or two.
Food does sound nice, though.
Nonsense. You'll come over for dinner tonight. Siendra would not have it any other way.
Oh,
What
okay.
Siendra wants, Siendra gets.
No, that's fair. Gotta love Mom.
Besides, Huntmaster, we can't send them off after they had just gotten here. You have to confer with your higher-ups, don't you? Huntmaster kind of looks at him. Wakeem, you notice your father gives him a little wink. He just kind of sighs and says, Investigator Greybreeze, you are ordered to take the night off.
I'm going to swing my head to look at him. You're giving me an order?
You are currently within the ranking structure because we are testing 3 new recruits. So yes, I am giving you an order.
He's just going to glare at him.
You will be paid very well
When?
after you take the night off.
I don't know. That's good enough. I should have the incentive now. I'm going to try to persuade him.
Make a persuasion check.
That's so bad. I'll inspiration it. 21.
He thinks for a moment. I thought you might say something like that. Payment for services rendered thus far has already been sent to your house.
Well, Papa Sue, it looks like we have to make a pit stop on the way home.
That's fine. You live right down the road from us.
Perfect.
Now, let's... Come on, Tiendra's been waiting for you to get home, son. Your mother has missed you dearly.
What's for dinner?
I left that up to her, so I'm not really sure.
Well, here's hoping it's my favorite. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, it's going to be good to see Mom.
So the guild on this map is this big building here. In the center of the city, underneath the text.
The black building?
Yes.
Okay.
The black
Yep.
building right there, that big black building. Yenor and Wakim, you live somewhere like in this stretch of houses on that street there.
Okay.
Because even though Sioux Sailing is a commercial company, they are heavily subsidized by the Onyx Accord for their services.
Gotcha.
But instead of paying for contracts traditionally, they treat it as a subsidy for to appease the taxpayers. Subsidy sounds better.
Interesting. Okay.
Nevertheless, it's a little bit of a walk. If you have no other business here, let us make our way.
Sounds good.
We can talk with food around the table, and I can find out more about your adventures, and you can ease your mother's worrying, and that goes for you too. Yenor. We were worried about you and your wife when we heard she was going off on her own adventure.
As you can see, I've returned her safe and sound.
I should say I've returned you safe and sound.
Semantics.
And let us go. And Val and Sue turns and walks out. Or begins walking out.
I'll follow along.
As you're walking along, Yenor, the bird, the little bird, starts hopping around on your shoulder and on your head and just starts chirping in your ear.
Okay. I cast Speak with Animals. Oh, I cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Hey, 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 hey,
Yes.
hey.
Just saying hi, little one.
He's watching.
She who?
Her.
My her?
It just kind of looks at you with its third eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I discern anything about what he's talking about?
You could try making an insight check on something that has a -2 to its intelligence. Or a minus... Might be a -3 intelligence.
Sure, why not? 21.
You would take that as your goddess is watching.
Okay.
It could just be crazy.
Speaking pigeon. Cool. I'm just gonna scratch it behind its head.
Ah!
Hungry?
Food?
Food.
Yes.
Let's go get it.
Okay. You hear from Lala's arms.
She's still holding the puppy.
Yes, she's been holding the puppy this whole time.
Lala, I think you need to feed it.
What does it eat?
As you're walking out, it just pees.
Huh. I should have expected that.
The little bit gets on your leg. It
Ew.
didn't wait till you were all the way out the door, so some of it's on the floor in the foyer of the Onyx Accord. Just keeps peeing as you're walking down the stairs.
She will hold it away from her body slightly.
I'm gonna ask it what it eats.
Food!
Fish?
It just wags its tail back and forth as it's peeing. Just...
Ew. Your guess is as good as mine, Lala.
When
It
we
stopped peeing.
We get to a point, she'll take some ration pack out of her backpack and see if it wants any of it.
You hold it in front of its face. It takes a bite, like it takes one whole ration pack in its mouth, shakes it back and forth, and spits it out.
Not that.
Do we pass any market stalls?
Market stalls littered all over the place.
Are any of them selling fish?
Some of them.
Supplies. I need a leash for this.
No pet supplies market stalls.
Can I go buy a fish?
Sure.
Yeah. How much is a fish?
What kind of fish are you buying? Big fish, small fish?
A fish that looks like it'll fit in the Elementor's puppy mouth.
So, the big fish. Because it's a big puppy. Like 5 copper.
Okay. How much is that in gold?
So 10 silver is 1 gold. So subtract 1 gold piece. Yeah, right there. 1, remove. And add 9 silver pieces. Because you're going to subtract 1 silver piece and add 5 copper pieces.
Okay.
There you go. And then that would have you pay the 5 copper.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand it to Lala. And I'm pretty sure... I'm gonna hand her some rope as well. Make use of that as you will.
I don't want to hurt
Puppy
its
bites
neck.
the rope.
Can Lala tie like a little harness around it rather than just like slip it around its neck because she doesn't want to hang it since it's a puppy and doesn't know what the heck it's doing?
You have to get it out of its mouth first.
Wrestle it out of the mouth, tie
It bit the whole spool of rope, like it bit it in the center.
Like a toy.
Indeed. We'll wrestle it out of the puppy's mouth.
The rope is a little frayed now.
Wow, your teeth are that sharp?
Its front 2 teeth are like saber-toothed tiger teeth.
Puppy teeth. Crazy. Either way. Sleight of hand?
It's a puppy, but it's like the size of a medium-sized dog. It's a puppy in comparison to how big it actually gets. Yes, that would be sleight of hand.
So let me reconnect there. $26.
You feel very confident in your rope ties as a harness around this very squiggly creature.
Expert puppy wrangler.
And it leaves you with a bit of lead as well. Though not as much as you would like, as its teeth pierced some of the outer layers of rope, you had to reinforce them by wrapping them up a few times.
Then I will give it the fish. Does it eat fish? Cute
Takes the fish from your
puppy.
hand. Almost taking a finger with it.
Dear God.
There's nothing left of the fish. It ate it, bones and all.
Apparently, it eats fish.
A couple seconds later, it starts coughing like it has a hairball.
Oh dear.
You're walking down the road past all these stalls, and it's just...
I guess the bones are coming up.
There's a one final, and it pooped a little on that one. There's just a fish head without eyeballs and the spine on the floor or on the ground in front of you. Some poor person walking next to you almost stepped in it. Some children walk by. Ew, that's stinky. Because it pooped.
Good job, puppy. All children are stinky.
It's moving its tail back and forth like it's swimming as it's walking. The tip of its tail knocked the little poop that it had a little bit.
It's true. At least Nosferatu doesn't poop.
Mr. Sue says, that's an interesting puppy dog you got there.
Thanks. We rescued it. It's a rescue.
Son, do you enjoy traveling with this puppy dog?
Sorry, which puppy dog are we talking about here?
The Elamander. We
The
haven't had
Salamander, the one that Lala just rescued.
Oh, I haven't really gotten acquainted with him yet. He's kind of cute.
I mean, you just watched it pee on a little bit of Lala and most of the Onyx Accords entrance, and just coughed up fish bones and pooped a little bit.
So it definitely needs some training.
very much puppy behavior.
But it's cute. We can appreciate the cute.
Not what you said about Poppy. And he looks back, and Poppy's just kind of trotting behind you, or just happy.
Poppy is decidedly not. I'm sorry, Yenor, not as cute. Too big. I know Yenor loves him, but damn hippogriff is just too big.
Ah!
Yeah, that's right. I said it.
You know, I was gonna walk up and flick him on the ear. You're too big. And no, that's not something you hear very often.
Compliments aside, we've got cute, and then we've got yeah. You think the hippogriff is cute, Dad?
Of course.
Oh God.
I watched her and her wife raise that hippogriff from it being the size of that puppy. Hell, I helped find it.
You have an emotional attachment to it. Respectfully, I don't know if it just. I don't think it makes it cute. But if it's cute to you, I respect that. It's fine. Just
That puppy is going to get the size of that hippogriff without the wings.
really.
You had elemanthers on your boat when you got ambushed. You know how big they get.
Yeah, to see people.
Oh, that's right.
They get big enough to carry 2 people.
Well, hopefully we can get them. Just rear them while they're young. And again, whoever's taking care of that thing, make sure it does not mess my boats. Okay? Not cleaning up after it.
It's fine. Right now, it is currently somehow still moving forward and running in circles, chasing its tail.
Thanks for tuning in. If you're enjoying the show, leave a like and review. It will help lead others our way. If you want to support us further, head over to our Ko-fi page, chaoticallybalanced.com/support, linked in the description below, and see what exclusive content we have for you. Without further ado, let's get back to the adventure.
You do eventually get to your parents' house, Rakeem.
Nice.
If you would like to go down to your house, and we'll wait right here. I think the puppy has some energy it needs to work off before we go inside.
I'll go run to my house real quick.
Kaida follows you and Poppy, obviously. There is a envelope in your mailbox.
Yep.
Take the envelope. You gonna open the envelope?
Yeah.
Okay. It is a treasury ticket with a vault number on it
Okay.
for an Onyx Accord vault
Okay.
that has to be redeemed back at the Onyx Accord.
Okay. Let me put that in my inventory. And is this for all of us or just? Because services rendered, that should be everything for everyone.
The services rendered up to this point is what he said.
Yeah, didn't Zara promise a bunch of money?
Has anyone heard from Zara?
That's a fair point.
Are you gonna head back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just grabbing the mail.
And you come back. So, what'd you find?
Ah, just the mail. And a vault ticket.
Well, let's go in and see if my wife has dinner.
Let's.
So you guys enter. He opens the gate to their house. Pretty nice front yard. Poppy's a little big to come inside right now.
I tell her to stay in the front yard.
We do have the obligatory fish for her.
Perfect. She'll love you.
She hears the word fish and starts doing the tippy taps around the yard. Starts just prancing. The Elemanther puppy, Lala, begins copying Poppy in doing tippy taps and prancing, trying to prance around the yard.
Oh, it's so cute.
Please, everyone, if you would come in. The puppy should also stay outside here with Poppy.
He'll kind of slide the harness off so he doesn't hurt himself.
Okay. He closes the gate and locks it. The gate's a cross gate, so they're vertical and horizontal. The puppy can't get out. Poppy could, because she can fly, but she knows her way around the city anyway. You all enter into Joaquim's house, or his father's house. It is beautiful. Nice entryway. Not like a mansion, but not like a squished house either. It's a nice house. Oh. Would that be my family returning home? And you see Siendra come out of the kitchen, covered in some flour, has an apron on. Oh. And she walks up to you, Joaquim, and cups your face and just squishes your cheeks. My son. She lets you go.
I have flour on my face now, right?
Yeah.
Yep. What's for dinner, Ma? How you doing? I miss you.
Marketing genius. Mother, wife, and cooks from scratch.
And my
Granddaughter, lovely to meet you.
adopted daughter. And she cups your face and squishes your cheeks, you know her. You also now have flour on your face.
Yep.
Yeah. And my other adopted daughter, and she takes your wife and squishes the same thing. And you've brought friends!
This is Joaquim's daughter, Lala.
I have a
what?
grandbaby, and Lala, she picks you up with her flower hands.
Mom, no. Sorry. No, that's not.
Grandma.
Not mine. Not
She is
mine.
She was already hugging Mrs. Sue around her neck.
Oh, this is great! Honey, did you hear? We have a grandchild. And you see your father, Joachim, is just in the back, just leaning against the wall. He's got that smirk on his face, and he's just enjoying the show for the moment.
I'm just looking at him for support. You're really going to just let her
He shrugs
follow
his
this
shoulders.
illusion?
Just nods his head and shrugs his shoulders.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. You know what? We can all live in a realm of make believe. I am not a father in this lifetime, so you all do with that what you will.
Oh,
I've not adopted.
But you have to provide me with grandbabies.
And that will happen in the fullness of time. I've still got some years to do all of that. That just hasn't happened yet, and certainly not with this one.
Brothers and sisters. Father. I'm so excited.
What's wrong with this one?
She's what do they call them? A street urchin. That's right.
Only because her father didn't provide for her.
No, I didn't.
Ah, tisk tisk, son. I thought I taught you better. Tisk tisk.
It's okay.
just kinda-
It's here now to make up for lost time.
Oh my.
You see your mother kind of smirks.
Yep. All right. All of this horrible joking is making me starve. Is the food ready?
And you hear a ding come from the kitchen. Ah, yes, it is. We shall get to proper introductions at the dinner table, and she puts you down, Lala. You are now also covered in flour.
It's alright, I'll help soak up and dry some of the pee.
She walks into the kitchen and just gets dinner out there. Go sit. I'll bring it out to everybody.
Mother, they're filthy. They need to wash first.
Ah, yes, then show them where the washroom is.
Yeah. All right. Everybody this way.
So down the hall after you enter, because the kitchen's to the right, and then there's another door further down that leads across from the kitchen to the dining room, and then past that door is a washroom.
Father, is your childhood bedroom in this house?
I don't know this father that you speak of, demon child, but get in there, scrub up, and make sure you don't smell of urine anymore. And then he will hurry her in there and then close the door behind her.
Lala will wash up, but once she's done, she's going to skulk around and see if she can find some of Joaquim's clothes.
Walk around where? You're in a washroom.
The other rooms.
I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard to sneak around. He's right outside.
He stood there and waiting for me?
I mean, he led all of you down that way, so he's not the only one that's right outside.
I mean, I'll pretend to start walking back in the right direction, and then...
Okay.
I need
You
clean
make a
clothes.
stealth check.
I can't just put the old ones back on. Which means I have to find some of his clothing, because he is the only one who will have clean clothes in the house.
Yeah, you make a stealth check. But Joachim and Yenor and Kaida, all of you also still have to wash up because you've got flower faces.
So 24.
Yeah.
At some point or another, You lose track of Lala while you're washing up. Lala, you creep around. You find an office. You find a room that is storage currently, but looked like it could have been a bedroom at one point. You find a master bedroom and a closet.
Wow, they turned his room into storage. That's kind of sad. Are there any old clothes in it?
His storage room?
Yeah.
There's some in boxes.
She'll take out an outfit. Especially
Doesn't fit.
if it looks like it used to be Joaquin's. None of them will fit. She doesn't expect them to fit.
Okay. Yes, it looks like it was probably a younger Joaquim's outfit.
Excellent. She will put it on and return to the dining table.
Okay. The rest of you finish washing up. You all sit down at the table. Unless Kraka and Deedle have anything else that either of you want to do. You sit down at this table. Yenor and Kaida and Joachim. You see Lala mysteriously reappear sitting down at the table wearing different clothes. Oversized.
Would I recognize them as things he's worn in the past?
Make a history check.
Okay.
I would definitely recognize them, right?
Joachim would recognize, you would recognize what she's wearing, yes.
Joaquin
Thank
takes one look at her and just like stifles a laugh, like.
You see Joachim laughing, Yenor, and it takes you a moment. But you put two and two together.
Okay. Look, she takes after her father.
No, she doesn't. At least, if she thinks it's me, then no. But you know what? I am feeling charitable, so you can have that young child. You know? Call it a charity.
She pushes the sleeves up on her arms and says, "They wouldn't fit over your giant head anymore anyway."
Stifles another laugh as she like again ruffles as she messes with the sleeves and whatnot.
Oh, look at that, Joachim. My granddaughter's wearing some of your old clothes.
Oh, Mom, believe me, I know you want a grandchild, and I am committed to giving one to you one day. Just not today.
Well, if she's not your daughter, she could very well be Yenor's.
I mean,
Yeah,
are
the
you
resemblance
all?
is uncanny.
You don't just have to have children by blood, dear.
Of course not. And believe me, I completely understand and agree that adoption is absolutely amazing. It's just not this one. And he again points to Lala.
She looks in Mrs. Sue's eyes and just kind of like tries to tears well up and quiver her bottom lip a little bit and be like, "He doesn't love me."
That's okay, dear. Sometimes they take a while to show their love. Anyway, I bet you all are hungry after your travels. She plops down a plate of this roasted meat. And there's like various roasted vegetables just laying under it and around it. And she plops down this homemade bread loaf that's pre-sliced already, and she's got some butter and some other spreads and glazes there. She brings out various drinks as well, water. So you guys gotta stay hydrated, you know. Do too much of that drinking the devil's juice and...
You know, Mama, I really think he's been drinking too much of that. You should have a talk with him later.
You think he's drinking too much of the devil's juice?
I swear to God, I see him with a bottle of wine every night.
Oh, wine's okay. That's not the devil's juice.
Damn right.
You should see what he orders in the taverns.
What are you doing, Ynora? And you're some angel.
If you recall, I ordered nothing at the last tavern that we were at. All y'all were ordering shit. I did nothing.
It's less the wine and more the folks who come along with the bottles.
That's also fair.
He does have a problem with the bottle, folks.
No,
That's okay. He's assured us that he is going to grow out of it one day.
When?
Hopefully, he doesn't
When you're
get
both in...
murdered in the night. Some of these people are not safe.
Yeah, I really don't think he's taking the proper precautions.
Excuse me, of course I do. I'm the safest. And he'll what is it? Do the hex blade thing and create a great sword. He's like, got a weapon around me all the time.
Hey. No weapons at my table.
Sorry. And then he'll just kind of dematerialize it real quick.
Look at his manners.
That'll happen being away from home for so long.
Now, I know you are all just picking on him. That's what you do. But please, let us actually sit down and enjoy this wonderful meal before it gets cold. I have also made dessert.
Ooh.
Yeah, Joaquin's already digging in. He's stuffing his face.
So it's this still on the bone, fresh roasted small animal.
Yep.
And the roast drippings have dripped onto the vegetables too while they were roasting as well. And she's also got some like smashed potatoes, not quite mashed, but not quite whole.
Mm-hmm.
And her fresh homemade bread. And then there's also a salad, like an uncooked salad for those that may like their raw vegetables.
None of this is portable.
Oh, we have a cooler bag you can take if you want to take some of it on the road with you.
I'm just not used to eating food I can't pick up and take with me.
Now, unfortunately, we do not have enough rooms here for all of you, but I believe if Kaida and Ynora would be so kind, they're between the two houses, I think we could manage to house everybody for the night.
Absolutely.
So please, eat up here. We can catch up and talk more and learn more about what you all have been up to. And when it's time to turn in for the night, we can figure out who's sleeping with who, and yeah. Is there anything any of you would like to talk about while you are sitting around this table?
Tell us about what Joaquin was like when he was a little boy.
No.
I'll ask you.
All right, enough with the demon child crazy antics. You are not my daughter. You will not be learning anything about my childhood tonight. We are eating good food with my mother and my father.
Who wished to tell us
And
what you were like as a little boy?
I was a little boy. That's all you need to know.
Proof.
Now, while I will indulge in some poking fun at my son, I will respect his wishes on other things.
Joaquin looks at Lala, gives her a quick like a raspberry, like.
Did it occur to you that perhaps I genuinely am just interested? Like, were you always interested in sailing just because your father did it? Did you play sports? What's it like having a family?
Ooh. If she says that like right to Joaquin, like initially he'll start to get annoyed, but then it'll immediately like soften to
Wow. Yeah, that's a tough one, son. I think we can answer some of her questions, don't you?
he then flashes Lala the just death glare, pure death. And then again, without looking at Lala with pure death, he'll respond to his father. Of course. But again, still staring pure death at Lala.
Well, he was always fascinated with the sea. Came with the territory, obviously. It might have been my own fault. I took him out on boatings with me, and when Ciandra would come along, we'd go out as a family when we were still just this small company. One boat doing odd jobs here and there. So yeah, I'd say he'd always liked the sea. Not one into sports, but the magic did show up early on. So we had to get him the right teachers and practitioners to help him not accidentally hurt anybody with his magic. So not necessarily sports, but an extracurricular activity in a way.
You two aren't magical?
No. He was almost a miracle to be born with magical powers that neither myself nor his mother possessed. Though, because of his mother's elven lineage, she does have ties to magic in her ancestry.
Lala nods while she's stuffing her face.
As to what's it like to have a family, well, I think you've found that out in your travels thus far. It is nerve-wracking and fun and annoying all at the same time. Would you agree, son, or Yenor? Would that be accurate as far as what having a family is like?
I'd say so.
I mean, yeah, you know, I would always rather have my family than not. They're the greatest annoyance in the world. And he just kind of chuckles.
The important thing is that you're always there for each other, regardless of whatever situations have to be worked out.
Always.
And family isn't just blood.
No, certainly not. And then just kind of looks at Lala, still staring death at her.
And then your mother speaks up. Yes, we would be happy to consider all of you family. After all, only 3 of you are new to us, and if you are trustworthy enough for our Yenor and Kaida, then that seems to be enough for Valen and myself. Obviously, you have some tensions with our son, but that's to be expected as he can be a little abrasive sometimes.
Joaquin just looks offended. Pure offense. Takes pure offense from that mother.
Yes, hush. Young Yenor can also be a little abrasive at times.
Really, I have to be in my line of work.
I simply think you've been taken in by the magics of the demon child.
Excuse me. I am purely non-magical.
You have demon magic. It just oozes out of you. Maybe it's just that knife.
Your mother throws a roll at your head, Wakeem.
Yeah.
She's just a child. Stop talking about oozing.
Apologies, mother.
Oh. Well, why don't I go get dessert then, too? And she gets up and she goes and grabs this very... It's a homemade large pie.
Joaquin finishes his plate and looks at Lala and says, I don't see what you're doing here. You with your demon god-killing blade thingy trying to beguile everybody. You're evil. I'm on to you.
Now then, with dessert served, who would like to... Well, I guess since it would be Yenor's decision and Kaida's. Ladies, who would you like to have stay with you all?
Whoever wants to.
I want to sleep with Grandma and Grandpa.
You can't be serious.
I mean, not like the same bed or anything, but yeah, I want to stay here.
I mean, the child will get her own room, yes? Or sleep with the
Yes.
ladies.
No, we have some rooms upstairs. We have finished the upper level, so there are some rooms upstairs. Your new room is up there, Wakeem, for when you want to stay here. We had to turn your old room into storage.
That's okay. I'll check out the new room.
However, Kraka and Deedle, you both will probably have to then go with Kaida and Yenor.
We've got plenty of room.
All right. Then I guess we shall finish up dessert and then we'll all see each other in the morning.
I wave at the 4 of them as they leave. And it's kind of like a sad wave because I look at Lala, and then I look back at them, and I'm just kind of like a depressed sigh.
Don't forget the Elemanther puppy.
Oh, yeah, double depressed sigh.
With that and the night closing in, go ahead, Lala.
We're gonna play a board game, and Joaquin can join us if he wishes.
With that and the night closing and everyone going to bed, we are going to call that there for the end of tonight's session. Thank you all for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the information learned and tonight's less of an adventure, more of a RP time and a calm before the storm. But it's a much well-needed rest for all those involved. We will see you all next week, hopefully at our regularly scheduled time, as long as there are no technical difficulties, weather issues, or sicknesses. Thank you again, and have a good night.
Good night.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
Welcome, adventurers. This is part 2 of a live-streamed episode. To get immediate access to our full episodes, please visit chaoticallybalanced.com/support or links.chaoticallybalanced.com. Thanks. We'll see you on the next one.
Another adventure completed. If you had a good time, remember to leave a like and review. You can head over to links.chaoticallybalanced.com, linked in the description below, and see what else we have going on. You will also find our live stream links and info here, where we are live most Tuesday nights at 7:30 Eastern. Check out our coffee page at chaoticallybalanced.com/support, also linked below, to get access to exclusive content and help support us further. That's all we have for now. We'll see you next time.